Something incredible is happening in Russia. A quiet transformation. A silent shift in faith. Thousands of Russians embracing Islam. Not through the media, not with loud announcements, but in silence, in personal reflection, in quiet conviction. And at the heart of it all, a bold move by President Vladimir Putin. A decision that has sparked curiosity, debate, and even admiration across the world. This is not just a religious shift. This is something deeper. A cultural awakening. A quiet revolution of the soul. Let's uncover the truth behind Putin's silent support. And the rise of Islam in Russia like never before. Russia's long history with Islam. ***. Before we get into Putin's strategy, let's rewind the clock. Islam is not new to Russia. It's not foreign. In fact, Islam has been part of Russia's soul for over 1,000 years. Regions like Tatarstan, Chechnya, Dagestan. They've always had strong Muslim communities. Islam was officially recognized as one of Russia's traditional religions alongside Christianity, Judaism, and Buddhism. But for decades, especially during Soviet times, Islam was pushed into the shadows. Practicing religion was dangerous. Mosques were shut down. Faith was treated like a threat. And yet, it survived. In homes, in hearts, in secret prayers. And now, it's returning. Stronger, louder, clearer. Putin's unexpected strategy. ***. Now comes the twist. In a world where many leaders are suspicious of Islam, where media paints a negative picture, Putin has done something unusual. He didn't fight Islam. He embraced it. Not fully, not politically, but symbolically, strategically, and subtly. Putin has spoken out, publicly, about the role of Islam in Russia. He's praised Muslim soldiers. He's defended Muslims' right to build mosques. He's even attended mosque inaugurations. Why? Because Putin sees something others don't. He understands that Islam in Russia isn't a threat. It's a source of strength. Russia is facing a deep moral crisis. Drugs, alcohol, broken families, a spiritual vacuum. And Islam, it offers discipline, structure, purpose. It revives the family. It discourages harmful behaviors. And that, Putin believes, might be exactly what Russia needs. The rise of Islam in silence. ***. So what's the result of all this? A quiet wave of conversion. In cities like Moscow, Kazan, and St. Petersburg, people are turning to Islam. Not because of force, not because of politics, but because they are searching for something real. Some are reading the Quran for the first time. Some are visiting mosques out of curiosity. And many, especially young people, are finding answers in Islam they couldn't find anywhere else. No drama. No media headlines. Just truth and transformation. Reports show that more than 25 million Muslims now live in Russia. And the number is growing. By 2050, experts say, Muslims could make up 1/3 of the Russian population. That's not just a statistic. That's a revolution. Stories of the converted. ***. Let's talk about real people. Real stories. A young Russian soldier, after witnessing the strength and dignity of his Muslim brothers in arms, took the Shahada quietly in his barracks. A Moscow University student, tired of the materialistic life around him, started reading about Islam online. He didn't tell anyone, not even his friends, until one night, he prayed for the first time, tears rolling down his face. A middle-aged woman, searching for peace after personal loss, found solace in the Quran's message of patience and hope. Now, she wears the hijab proudly, despite the whispers around her. These stories aren't on TV. They're not trending on social media. But they're real. And they're multiplying. Why Islam? Why now? So, why Islam? Why now? Because Islam answers the questions many are too afraid to ask. Who am I? Why am I here? What is my purpose? In a world of confusion, Islam offers clarity. In a time of chaos, it offers calm. When materialism fails, when depression rises, when the soul is empty, Islam becomes a light in the darkness. And that's why so many Russians, in silence, are embracing it. Because it's not about fame or culture. It's about truth. And once you taste truth, you can't go back. Putin's vision or political game. Now here's a question. Is Putin doing this out of genuine respect for Islam? Or is it just political? Let's be honest, Putin is a strategist. He knows how to play the game. By supporting Islam internally, he wins the loyalty of Russia's vast Muslim population. He also sends a message to the West. Russia is not against Islam. In fact, it might become a safe haven for it. And in global diplomacy, that's powerful. But here's the surprise. Regardless of his motives, the result is the same. Islam is growing. Respect is rising. And thousands of souls are waking up. The global ripple effect. ****. What happens in Russia doesn't stay in Russia. The silent Islamic revival in the world's largest country is sending shockwaves globally. Muslims around the world are watching. Some with amazement. Some with hope. Some with fear. And the West. It's confused. How can a country so tied to Orthodox Christianity also be the home to one of the fastest-growing Muslim populations? It's a question no one expected to ask. But now, everyone is asking. A message to the world. This isn't just about Russia. This is about the human heart. We live in an age where people are rediscovering faith. Where truth is louder than propaganda. Where silence speaks louder than noise. And the truth is, people are waking up. They're questioning the lies they've been told. They're exploring what they were warned against. And many are discovering that Islam is not what the media says it is. It's deeper. It's purer. It's real. This isn't a trend. This isn't a phase. It's a return. A return to God. A return to purpose. A return to something timeless. Outro. So what does the future hold? Will Russia become a land of faith once again? Will the West begin to understand Islam through this silent revolution? One thing is certain. The world is changing. Not with riots. Not with politics. But with hearts turning. One by one. In silence. And maybe, just maybe, that's the most powerful change of all. If you found this video thought-provoking, share it. Let the world know what's happening behind the headlines. And remember, truth doesn't need a microphone. Sometimes it moves, in silence. It translated into Urdu too, or need a voiceover style suggestion.